Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Elliott Wave Analysis. So today I want to talk about Tesla, right? And over here, I want to present a case where I think that Tesla is primed for a short, right? And this will go in line with my entire market analysis, where I think that the market is going to go down, right? Potentially going to crash. But if you're interested, you can look at my previous analysis, right? It's a long video, right, on how do I assess the market. Okay, so you can take a look at this, right? The topic when I was making this video on the 22nd is a lot on whether the Fed will lower the interest rates, right? So within which, I explain how the Fed set the rates, right? And then talking about what has been the liquidity for the past 2 years, right? And then I talk about the market itself, okay, and a hypothesis, the scenario on how, the change in the interest rate is going to happen going into September, okay. So let's get back to Tesla, okay. After this little interject, right? So Tesla itself, the wave is not that easy to count, right? So you see over here, the big picture wise, since 2021, okay, I have this breakdown of the counts, right? So this is a corrective count itself, and then you see a three wave up. So this likely is another combination X, and then this ABCDE down. Then we have this five wave up, right? So this is slightly the peak for Tesla already. Okay, that is in that is December 2024. Okay, so if you look at this whole Tesla chart, actually it's not that easy to see to count the waves, right? So one suggestion that I can make to you is to use the logarithmic chart instead. Right, over here you probably can kind of see that this is probably a wave one, right? When we end here, wave two, then one, two, three, four, five, four, three, and then this four doesn't end here, right? Because of this X. So wave four is actually an irregular combination. The first is a triple combination, followed by X, and then the final wave down. So this whole move will be a WXY on a higher degree, right? So this will be the wave four, and then we have the final wave five over here down. So that is the how the big picture is like. We can go down then to the lower time frame. So this is where we are really interested in because as traders, we want to know where we can manage our risk and what's the wave count right now. Now over here, what I can see is that this is slightly a wave down. You can just consider this as a wave one. Then you see a ABC, and then I have this um, corrective wave count over here until here, and then a five wave up. Right. So this entire move, you can consider it as a wave two. Okay. Um, and then you see this wave down here. This is a slightly a wave one on the of a lower degree. And what I really want to talk about is actually this period where right now I label as a WXY. Now let me make this thicker so that you know that this topic that I'm talking about, right? Together with this parallel channel that I drew. Okay, so this you can see that I've labeled it in such a way that this is a corrective wave, right? So WXY, right? You can consider this as a ABC on a higher degree. It doesn't really matter, right? You can see there's a one, two, three, four, and five wave, right? And then the X down, and then the A, B, C, D, E. Now, the big picture for this is not ideal, right? Because the end of wave Y is shorter than this wave W, right? But it doesn't breach any law. It just means that likely Tesla price is weak, right? And over here, right? You see the A, B, C, D, E, right? And even the last wave, this E wave, is also not ideal, right? In the sense that yes, it did reach higher than C, right? But in terms of Fibonacci, you can see over here if I label this as a wave one, right? And across the entire wave, I'm still short of by a bit, right? So the target is around 51.85. It missed a bit, but it did meet this high here. So it's still a valid count, right? In fact, it's more ideal uh, than the most ideal. How should I talk about this, right? And over here, you see, I just bring up the volume, right? Just to see whether there's anything we can glean from the volume for Tesla, right? Volume wise is still healthy for these last 2 days. Okay, so not to be of a concern, but we know that one of the day is because of the wish done by the Fed chairman, right? And then it's continued to this, which is quite good. Now let's go back to the hourly, right? Hourly wise, I would say that probably have this top thing, right? And if I bring up the um RSI, we can see that it is overbought. This is the hourly, by the way. Um, is overbought by quite a lot before coming down, right? It's one bar thing, right? And it makes higher, but did not reach the high. Okay, so there's a chance here that we may see that this is the peak. Okay, but take note that this is not very strong. It's not a very strong chance, right? The ideal is that we at least reach 351.85 or the top of the of this channel before we do a shot. Okay, but we can't you know uh always get the perfect scenario. Okay, so based on this count itself, right? My count at least, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let me see whether there is any more things that we can glean from here. Right, even trend line wise is it's not that great. Okay, um, well, doesn't really have much information here, so remove this. A parallel channel is also it's just something that I want to use to highlight this entire move here. Right now, I can remove it. Okay, so what do we have here? So let's say you short Tesla. Okay, where will be your stop loss? Right. The pre-market is 345.14. Right. Let's just say that I we start at slightly lower, right? I don't know how the opening is going to be, right? So I would say that I will stop above 351.85, right? So this is where I will probably 35. Let's give it a little bit more space, 352.83 maybe, right? And then that means the bridge of the high will invalidate the count, and then we can aim to short it higher, 358, right? 0.21, right? Which will be ideal, right? Because of the 4.236 Fibonacci plus the resistance here at the W wave, right? Of course, if you're able to split your size, then you can just do it this way, right? But this analysis is for those more active trading, right? Yeah, so you do it over here, and I would say that you probably can just target, go all the way to this price on the 6th of June, which is 274. Okay, so let me just draw a ray over here. So this will be the price that we want to review how Tesla is going to be, right? Because we need to look at the bigger financial markets, right? The equities, there's a chance that Tesla might even breach here and go even lower to the um 7th of April low, right? There is a high chance, right? Because the bigger count for me is this is a wave one, wave two, sub wave one, sub wave two, and we are going to a three. But short term wise, this is the target. Short term, longer term, I will in fact think that it will breach 214. Okay, that means it will go lower than 7th of April low. Okay, so that's it for Tesla, right? And in the end, let me just put it here, and I would say that if, in case I don't come back to review Tesla again, right, the bigger count should breach the low here, right, the bigger picture. Okay, so that's it, and thank you for watching. Good luck.